For the newer members, when we evaluate, we can evaluate after we've given several speeches. And in our evaluations, it's my opinion of what I liked about the speech and what maybe could be done differently. And go over some of the objectives here if I feel like that.
Be nice.
This is more or less a personal conversation with me and Stephen, and you guys are listening. Stephen, I'm glad you did your icebreaker. You're a new member. You came up here. I liked the way that you stood and you commanded the room. You had a good voice. You had good posture. You had good gestures. You had good eye contact. Be a little bit careful because you kind of spoke mostly to this half of the room, but when you looked at somebody, you made good eye contact. It wasn't a sprinkler situation. So that's, you got the bones for that. You didn't use any notes? Wow. You asked me about if you could use your phone for timing. And that's kind of what the timer light's for. So in the future, when you practice your speeches, try to get that timing down. And what you can do in the beginning is, for example, if you have a 6-minute speech, try and make a 5-minute speech. So that if you have things that come up or audience laughs or whatever, you can do within time. So just, that's how timing works. You don't really need to have the phone. You kind of get used to not having that. A couple of things you could work on. Your speech is just a little bit monotone, and you were a little bit staccato at times. Just kind of loosen up a little bit. I mean, you look like you were confident. Kind of loosen up a little bit. And smile. You got a great smile. You just kind of, things that didn't get to know you well. Yes. You're bouncing around, in trouble with the law, you had a nefarious life, meeting your wife and stealing out of town and all those kind of things. We got to know some intimate things about you that you just don't always use to come up in an icebreaker. You weren't afraid of that, and that shows something too. What did you like about the presentation? You included the audience. That's an advanced technique, and that shows confidence that you went in and asked people questions and brought them into the speech. You had the title, Life Changes Fast, and you used that as a theme, and you brought that up continuing throughout the speech. That's another advanced technique. And you created a moral out of your icebreaker about stepping into life and rolling with the punches. That's another advanced speech making technique. So I'm very impressed with that. Those are things you can work on and use in more of your speeches. The speech reflect adequate preparation, yes. And like I said, you didn't even talk with notes. That's very good. All in all, great speech. Great icebreaker speech. I'm looking forward to this speech.